Hey y'all, welcome back to the porch for another chat in the channel. Got the hair up today because it's humidity, lots of humidity here. It's not bad, it's pleasant, but it is humid. And hey, if you were to drive by and stop by and come see me, and we go sit on this porch and chat, this is what you're gonna see. Like I said in the very beginning, I'm gonna keep it real. I want it to be real. I want it to be just as if you were here with me and we were chatting. But anywho, this one may not be very long this week. I'm really hurting quite a bit today, and really, really, really tired. Um, I've been kind of busy around here getting some plants planted, and I bought some new ferns to put on my porch, and I'll show y'all maybe that here in a minute. But I was busy the other day, a couple of days ago, and I was planting those. And anyway, I did way too much bending over because this whole back, whenever I bend over a lot, it just really kills my back and my knees. So I've not been sleeping well, and I've been in some extra pain because of that. So I'm trying to recover and take it easy today, but today's laundry day, and we gotta vacuum the floors and some other things, but I'm still just kind of taking it easy. But I wanted to take a few minutes and talk to y'all. Plus, it's been kind of a rough week for me this week. Thursday would have been my mom's birthday. She passed away in September of last year, so kind of going through the first of everything without her, and so it's been a little tough for me. So I've had that extra on my mind as well as everything else, and so it's just kind of taken a little toll on me this week, and the mental is a little tough. I'm not depressed or anything like that. It's just it's just a normal sadness, a little sadness. I felt like I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm this horrible daughter. I didn't get my mom a present, and I didn't tell her happy birthday, so I had to remind myself that, of why. But so it was a little difficult, but I have a sister, and so she and we talked and stuff, and so we're good. It's just part of the grieving process of going through all of the first and everything, and so this is our first year. Like I said, she passed away in September of last year, 6 months ago. So we got Christmas, and sorry about the traffic, but hey, out here on the porch, and now it's her birthday and then Mother's Day, so we just have to get through the things. And first of all, also let me say, Happy Easter to everyone. Remember what the season is. Praise the Lord that He has risen. I'm a Christian. I'm not going to deny that or hide it in any sort of fashion. I love the Lord, and I'm so thankful that he arose, and we have a chance to be in heaven, and I will get to see my mama again one day. Might be a while. I hope it is. I've got a lot of years left in me, a lot of things I want to do, but I do rejoice and take peace in knowing that one day I'm going to see her again. Um, but anywho, so I'm kind of just dealing with that, and plus the extra work and stuff that I've been doing, and so it's kind of just been a little bit of a tough week for me this past week. But I still wanted to come on here and still talk to y'all, and just have a little chat with you out here on the porch, and just enjoy each other's company for a few moments. And so anyway, I was going to talk to y'all about, I don't know if any of y'all have the same problem or not, but this past year, oh my goodness, my hair has just been falling out. At first I thought it might have been like breaking off, but I realized after a while that wasn't it. I started buying all these fancy shampoos, and I was doing all these strengthening keratins and all this stuff, biotin and everything, and it wasn't doing any good. And I'm talking like a serious amount. Every time I wash my hair, a lot of hair comes out. And in the last year, I've probably lost over half of my hair. I've always had very, very extremely thick hair. Extremely thick hair. And I've cut probably that much off. It used to be halfway down my back, and now it just goes below my shoulders, thinking, that would help. And but I realized after a while that it was actually falling out. It wasn't breaking off. And I've talked to the doctors about it, and of course they just, I'm 52, and they don't really think about it. I've been in menopause since I was 30 years old, so that's not it. I had a hysterectomy at 30. But it's just, they just kind of like gaslight me and not thinking, oh, it sucks to have that, it just, we just don't know why, blah, 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 and it's like bull crap. You just don't want to mess with it. But anyway, so, but I've also been noticing I, some different things. I've been getting these little nodules like right in here on my elbows, and they'll come and they'll last maybe a week or so, and then they'll go away and they come back. And so anyway, I've been doing some studying and stuff, and I'm realizing that I've got a lot of symptoms of RA. I've been tested for RA many times, and I've always tested negative, but I've also read where people that have psoriatic arthritis do develop RA or fibromyalgia. So, but I also read where people can have RA and not test positive. So, anyways, so I'm gonna when I go back to the doctor in next month, I'm gonna talk to him because if I could ever get into a rheumatologist, they seem to be struggling. I've been seeing this doctor for like 4 months, and I can't even get an appointment. I know the appointment's going to be out, but I can't even get an appointment because they won't go outside of their clinic or whatever, and so I'm going to have to push them to get outside of it because I need to get some shots. But so anyway, so I'm going to talk to them about that because I know the treatment is pretty much the same. It's 6 and 1/2 a dozen of the other, but if it does help explain the hair loss, then maybe there's something I can do because y'all, I don't want to go bald. I love my hair. I really do. I mean, I love my hair. I don't want to be bald. If something happens, no problem. I'll get a wig. I'll go on and be just fine. But I'm going to fight all the way I can to not get there. But anywho, I just was curious if any of y'all have experienced that. And was it RA? Did they determine that it was RA? And if you any of y'all, I mean, do you have more than one thing? Do you have psoriatic arthritis and fibromyalgia, or psoriatic arthritis and RA and fibromyalgia, or what? I'm really curious to understand that because I was diagnosed like 12, 13 years ago, and ever since then it's just been maintain. I have goiters really bad. I have severe nodules on my thyroid. I've had FNAs done and there's no cancer, but they're really, really getting big, but they won't do anything about it because I can still swallow and I can still breathe. Doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt and doesn't look ugly, but hey, I have sucky insurance because I'm on Medicare, and I don't know about y'all, but it seems like everywhere I go, if you've got, it's the worst kind of insurance there can be because it pays the worst. Praise the Lord, I'm not poor enough to be on state insurance. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong at all. I have family members, my own daughter's on there, because she doesn't make a lot of money, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do like to shop, so I am thankful, and I'm thankful that the Lord has blessed me, that my husband does make a decent living. But I'm forced to take Medicare because my husband's company, if you're eligible for Medicare, they won't pay for your insurance, and I am eligible for it, so I was forced to take it. And when during the early part of my disease, I was on my husband's employer insurance, and man, they were just great. I mean, doctors would test me, they would do all these things, and then as soon as I got over onto the Medicare, it was, nothing's wrong with you. Or they just ghost me and gaslight me. They just act like I didn't even say anything, like they didn't even hear me, and I've just learned to just whatever, I take care of myself and pretty much tell them what to do anymore. But I do know people that are, my mother, she was on both. She was on Medicare and Medicaid. She was dual insured, and again, of course, now she did live in a different state, but they oh my goodness, I mean, praise the Lord that they took very good care of her. I mean, I'm so grateful and so thankful that they did, especially in her end days. But they always took very good care of her, and I'm very grateful for that. I just don't experience that myself because I've come to understand, because I've seen the dual insured, I have been on the employer insured, and now I'm on just the Medicare, and I can tell there's a big difference, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with reimbursement cost and all of that stuff, but It still sucks. I should be treated the same. A person should be treated the same no matter what kind of insurance you have, no matter what it is. There should not be one better than the other. And, I'm curious to see if y'all have the same trouble or have seen differences, in insurances, because if there's something out there, there's a trick or something that, man, I'd appreciate it, because I would love to be able to get better care than just, and not be gaslighted all the time and ghosted. Um, but anyway, so I'm gonna talk to him about that, and I might end up. I went and talked to another clinic about changing my PCP, because from a different facility to this one, because I do take a painkiller, and it's just ridiculous the hoops I have to jump through with this particular clinic. I've never experienced this before in my life. I have to go every month to take a drug test every 4 months, and I've never experienced that before. I'm used to going every 6 months and no drug test, because I'm, not suspicious. I don't do any of that stuff. So I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of going to the doctor every month. I hate going to the doctor, period. And I'm not a fan of being drug tested every 4 months, because I don't do anything. Once, yeah, test me. Sorry about the car, y'all. Once, fine, test me because I'm a new patient. Gotcha. But when you see that I'm clean and you can tell, come on, let me be. Don't keep testing me just so that you can bill my insurance. And I'm not even sure if insurance pays for that, because they don't just test that. They test to make sure I'm taking what I'm taking and all this other stuff. And I know those things can get expensive. So I got to find out if insurance is even going to pay for it, because I'm not going to get stuck with the bill. But I find it ridiculous to have me go every month to go to the doctor, to sit there in the room for 3 minutes while he says, doing okay? Yeah. Need a refill? Yeah. See you in a month. And they're billing $200 and something. And I think that's just wrong. And I think it's robbery, and I don't think it's necessary. So went to another place, and I'm going to try to get an appointment with them and see if they're affiliated with a different facility. And so I'm going to go talk to them and see if it's, different and better. But, in the meantime, it is what it is, and I got to do what I got to do. But anyway, I'm just curious to see, like I said, what y'all go through, if there's any tricks or anything I need to know, or some program or something that I'm not aware of, or whatever. Man, I'd really appreciate it, because, I could use some help in that area, because, like I said, my mother was dual insured, and which was such a blessing. So she wasn't really in the same situation I was in. So, and I'm the only other one that's on there. So anyway, like I said, if y'all know anything, please let me know. And anyhow, like I said, I'm gonna keep this kind of short, although I've been talking for 13 minutes. Got a little long-winded there, and I'm sorry about that. And look, I don't want to offend nobody. I promise you, I don't. I'm a good-hearted, kind person. I try to love on everybody. And like I said, if you were to pull up here, I'm going to talk to you. But I'm going to talk to you just like I am to y'all. I mean, I want to be real. I don't edit these videos. Hey, this is what it is. But I don't want people to be mean or cruel. There's no sense in that. We all got enough going on, and we all got enough on our plate. Just fighting this disease every day. Lord, that's enough. And let alone just everything that's going on in people's lives. Everybody got a story. Everybody does. And even I got mine, But I try to be compassionate towards people, empathy, man, I'll help anybody that I can. I mean, I will. And mercy, forgiveness, I got it all. So please don't be cruel to me or mean to me. I don't want to offend anybody by any means, but I'm honest and I'm real, and I'm going to talk to you. Like I said, if you were to pull up right now, the only difference would be is I'd be talking to you face to face instead of through this camera. But I would be just exactly the same as I am now. But anyway, like I said, please, from the bottom of my heart, please know, I don't want to offend anybody. And man, I'm just, like I said, I'd hug you and give you, offer you a glass of tea, or I even got a Coke in there. I think my husband's got Dr. Pepper or water. I got water too. And I even got some juice. I coffee, tea, I'd figure it out. If I didn't, I'd go get it. That's just how it is. I'm just a I'm just an old-fashioned Southern girl. And anyway, but I told y'all I'd show you my plants and my porch, so I'm gonna do that. This is my porch, and these are the ferns that I was planting this week that kind of got me into a little bit of trouble. And we have this porch enclosed for our cats to come out here and play on. They have a little catio there, as you can see, and we enclosed this so that they could come out here and play. Sorry about that, y'all. So that they could come out here and play and have like a little catio thing, you know. So I'm learning how to use these cameras. So anyway, so they could come out and enjoy the weather and watch the birds and things like that. So it's totally screened in all the way, and we put the thing around the bottom just because we have a cat that would push the screen to get out. So we put the thing around the bottom. Plus, it gives us a little more privacy because we have a table and we sit out here in the evenings when the weather's nice. We have ceiling fans, and we'll sit out here and eat dinner a lot. We have like a little couch thing that I'm sitting on, so we sit out here and we eat dinner and stuff a lot. And because I just love being outdoors. I love being outdoors. I'd rather be outdoors than indoors any day. I can't do it anymore, but back in the day, you know, I'd rather go outside and plant a field and drive a tractor all day long than I would to sit inside and do laundry and sweep the floor. But that's just how I was raised. But can't do that anymore, so I'm having to learn how to sweep the floor and do laundry. But anyway, y'all, look, I've taken up enough of your time, but I tell y'all to drop by and see me, but no, that's not reality. So in the meantime, we're just going to keep it like this. But let me know what y'all think. Talk to me. Let's see what we can do. Come up with some better solutions, better ideas. Who knows? It may work, it may not, but it may be just the answer somebody's been looking for. It may not even be me. It may be somebody else. But you know, let's just see what we can do, because like I said, everybody's got a different story. This disease affects everybody differently, but we all still have it, and that's what we have in common. So anyway, y'all, look, it's been a tough one, but I still wanted to get on here and just say hi. And I'm gonna let y'all go and not talk your ear off, and I will see you guys next week. And until then, please take care of yourself and love on yourselves as I would if y'all were here at my house, and give yourself a big old hug from me. And anyway, I'll see y'all again next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.